Hello everyone, welcome back to a very rainy, very miserable looking SandyBay, but it does look like the skies might clear soon. Now what I've done off camera is field 1 has been spread with lime, so we'll quickly just run down there so you can see that. I did that off camera because we spent quite a considerable amount of time in field 1 in the last episode, and I didn't want to do the same thing in this episode, so all of our fields are now they've now met their lime and ploughing requirements, I believe. Yeah, pretty sure they have. Right, so what we're going to do today, you'll notice that the money is a little bit lower than it was in the previous episode. That is because up here we have a solar panel. I spent £20,000 on that, and that gets me I think £2,000 a day. Or at least I got just under £2,000 yesterday for it. I'm not sure what this is. Don't know if it's chickens or what. I also noticed that the eggs are not going into these pallets, so we might have to, well not might have to, we will probably get rid of those pallets. That will get us a couple of £1,000 back. We have the Lego trailer on the back of the case, because we do need to go down to the store today and replace the bale trailer. I already have one purchased sitting down there waiting, and we need to pick up some solid fertilizer for the seeder. Now let's have a look here. They were really low on water. If they're that low on water, how's their food looking? I have no idea. Again, I'm recording this episode right after the first, so I still don't know how to check if your animals are okay. See, the water troughs are in here and it's still filling up because they require a serious amount of water. But what I'll do is I will go ahead and give them another bale. As you can see here, there's just no cow tab here for the animals, so we need to look into that one. But I'll give them that, and then we'll jump down to the store, and I'll see you guys down there. Okay guys, here we are. Still raining unfortunately, but we have 2 pallets of fertilizer. I don't know why I didn't get solid fertilizer when I picked up the rest of the supplies, but I didn't. So we have some now, and this is of course our new bale trailer, which is the lizard one. And now you do get the option to have this as auto load, but I've chosen to not have that because that would be cheating. So what we're going to do this time is we're actually going to take a little drive through the shorefront of SandyBay. Hold the tour bus up. Love the detail that's gone into this map. Right, what I'll do is pull up onto the pavement. Hopefully that bus will be able to get past. Very, very, very loud traffic. So here's one of these speed traps I was telling you about. Very loud carnival music. Yes, very, very loud carnival music. It almost looks like it can be opened. Obviously not. A nice little walk down to the end of the pier where we fell through. It's probably not meant to happen. Yeah, I just thought I'd show a little bit of the map there. Pretty sure I'm not supposed to fall through the end of the pier, but that's That's fine. Every map has a little tiny issue here and there. Don't imagine we'll be spending a great deal of time around about the end of the pier anyway, so no need to worry about that. But it's a nice little beachfront. Very picturesque. Kind of place you'd go on holiday. This trailer's a little bit on the wide side, but not too bad. So we'll take this back up to the farm and we'll get the seeder loaded with seed and fertilizer, and then hopefully the rain will stop, because I would like to plant some crops today. The ground temperature is 4 Celsius, so I'll have to have a look at the seasons list and see what crops we can plant. Okay guys, I was hoping to plant some rye or alfalfa today, but both of them require 5 Celsius to germinate properly, and we're not getting that. I thought we might get it after 12, so I sped time up until 10 to 3. Still not happening, but what I did notice is, opening the seasons menu, the animal tab is here. SandyBay cows, they're a little bit dirty, they're good for water, they're good for hay. So that's where the animal information is. That's the it shows it by the field. So our chickens are looking fine for food. They require 2,202 litres a year estimated. Our cows are not producing any milk though. Plenty of slurry, but no milk. So we will have to do something about that sooner rather than later, because, well, maybe it's just because it's... No, they're not producing any milk either. Unfortunate. So what we can do is we can have a look here and see if there's any crops that can be planted. We can plant grass. I think we might take a chance and plant some wheat. I don't think that's necessarily a bad idea. At least the rain stopped, so that's a thing. So we're going to head over to the field that we spread lime in, that I was originally going to say we were going to cultivate in, but then I remembered, actually no, we'll do the further away field. We'll just see, how do we get to it? Field 12. It is a very long way away. So we go all the way down the bottom of this road, turn right, turn left. I love how fast this tractor is. It's very useful. I figured we'd use the JCB for this because there's no reason not to, basically. It should have more than enough power. I think I have my season still set to 9 days, which, before I plant any crops, I want to change to 6. It warmed the air up, that's a bonus. But unfortunately ground temperature is still 4 Celsius, so unfortunately no rye or alfalfa today, unless that suddenly warms up while working in the other field. And I want to go up this way. We're gonna make it just. So we head along this road, and that's field 12 right next to us there, which looks like it has a crop in it actually. It's harvested. Well, this is a direct drill, so hopefully we can just seed straight through that. Well, actually, it looks like it's got alfalfa in it, but that's fine. We'll put some wheat in it because we are going to need some straw for the cows. Now, to get into this field, we have to go up past field 16 and then along a dirt track, I believe. So this is one of the new buildings that was added in this official version that wasn't in 17. Go along this very rough track. And down into here. Like I said, this is a 6 meter direct drill, so we should have, this shouldn't take us really any time at all. So we'll get it all unfolded, lower it down, and we'll get started. Is this going to work? Yes, it is. So again, this is probably, well not probably, most definitely going to be done on a time lapse. I'm going to try and not turn too much with the cedar if I can avoid it. I'm also going to try and not climb too many fences. But I'll crack on with this, and I'll see you guys at the end of the time lapse. Okay guys, last bit of the headland now. I know I said I wasn't going to turn too much with the seeder, and I did try not to do it too often, but at the top corner of the field I had no other choice really, other than a lot of reversing and things like that, and I didn't really want to do that, to be honest. So yeah, try and, like I mentioned in the previous episode, I'm trying to do it realistically, but there will be some things that just simply aren't. Turning with a seeder underground, I'm pretty sure, is a thing that you're not supposed to do, but some things will just be that way. But we have our first field fully planted now. It says we're on the 2nd day of spring, but what I'll do is, between this episode and the next episode will be on the 4th day, because I noticed while doing this field that instead of putting us on the 3rd day of spring, it puts us back to the 2nd, so we'll skip day 3. We'll just pretend that this is day 3. What I'd like to do now is, the crop, the ground temperature is still too low, so we've got 2 transporting missions. I don't really want to do either of those. So again, now that we've changed the seasons, let's have a look here and see, is there anything that we could maybe try and plan? Yeah, let's not actually. Let's not risk it. We don't have enough fields to make to really take the chance. So we'll head back down to the farm, and we'll jump into the fen, and we'll get the cultivator, and we'll cultivate the field that we spread lime in that we didn't plough. Mirrors are doing weird things. I have max mirrors set to 9, and yet it's not liking the mirrors. So yeah, like I said, we'll head down to the farm, get the cultivator, and crack on with that. I don't really want to have 2 time lapses in every episode, so what I'll do is we'll start that field and we'll do a jump cut, but I give you my word that it will be me personally cultivating the field, and I'm not going to get a worker to do it or anything like that. We currently can't afford workers, really, so we'll have to do it ourselves. Now, it is also worth noting I have the finance extension mod enabled, which means that I think with seasons we get 1 payment a year, and I can't exactly remember when that payment is. So at some point we'll have a chunk of money coming in. But like I said, I have no idea when that is. If you have that mod and you're not playing with seasons, then you get a payment daily. But I will see you guys in a second once I have everything connected up and we're heading on down to the field. Okay, here we go with the cultivator. So we're going to head down to, I think it's field 14? I think that's the field number. The one that we spread lime in yesterday's episode. I head down there. I still got the dual wheels on this because I don't know if you'd need that for cultivating or not. Wouldn't have thought so, but they're on there anyway, so it doesn't hurt to use them. And I think the tractor looks kind of cool having the twin wheels on the back. It is a bit wide though. Should probably have beacons on for driving down the road. But here's our Amazon cultivator. I'm not 100% sure on the width of this. I can't quite remember. So there's 6 or 8 meters. By the way, it's plenty for the size of fields that we've got. Field 1 is our biggest field, but we will worry about that another day. It's big. The machines we've got are big enough to work the fields, so nothing to to worry about on that front. Now, this field does have some weeds in it, but thankfully cultivating will get rid of those. Yeah, it's managing this no problem, and it is also going fairly quick. Although it is weird to see the tractor covered in the lime. Very, very filthy tractor. The wheels look pretty epic like that. Oh, somebody's in trouble. So like I said, this field doesn't need ploughed, so that's why we're not ploughing it. But I will crack on with this, and I'll bring you guys back when we're almost done. Okay, we've basically now got a pass and a half to make. I'm not sure if you have to lift a cultivator like this to turn or not, but I've not been. If that's wrong, let me know in the comments. It's basically wheels that's on it, so I imagine if you don't turn too tight, it's fine. He says right before he turns it, probably tighter than you're supposed to, if you're even meant to at all. But that's this field fully cultivated now, which is fantastic news. It's ready for planting or spraying. I might spray this field before we plant it. I feel like that could potentially be a good thing to do. Certainly don't think it would be a bad thing to do. Get an extra fertilization stage in there. But I'm not sure how long this episode's going to be, but I have a feeling it's going to be a bit of a shorter one because I didn't get to plant quite as much, or seed quite as much as I had originally planned to. I wanted to plant field 1 today as well, but that's obviously not going to happen. It's not worth the risk. It's only 1 degree, but I went to all the effort to plough it and spread lime on it to get the highest possible yield, and I'll be weeding it and spraying it wherever required to try and get full maximum yield out of the field. So to plan when the temperature's too low would be silly. It would be a waste of all that extra effort we went into. And you never know. Know my luck, the field will fail to germinate, and that would just be devastating. If our biggest field didn't grow, we would be in a very, very bad situation. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to tidy up the yard, get everything kind of parked away where it's supposed to be. But I'm going to call the episode here on this awesome view. And I'd like to thank you all very kindly for watching. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, you can hit that subscribe button. You can also ring the bell icon as well. That way you get notified of all new videos that I post and live streams that I live stream. And you can also find me on Discord. The link for my Discord server is in the description. And I'm also on Twitter. My Twitter handle is on the screen just now. And I thank you all very kindly for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye for now.